Luka might not have been absolutely thrilled to check back in that game instead of having the whole quarter off. What was kind of the reasoning there, and what did you see from the need to get him back in there?
Well, I thought the game was going in the opposite direction, so we needed to slow it down, and so we brought him and Spencer back, understanding no lead is safe, and so those guys came and got the game back under control for us so that we can bring in those other guys. But I thought the bench did a great job in the first half for us. They're late. It's hard in this league when guys, especially the Rockets, they're young and they're going to be aggressive, and they were getting to the basket. So you got to give them credit for not quitting. They kept playing and kind of made a game of it. So bringing Luka back, just get the game back under control, and that's what he did. And then we were able to get him out, him and Spencer.
This was Dwight's best game statistically of the season. What did you see from him tonight, and especially with Maxey and early foul trouble and not being able to use it center too?
Yeah, I thought DP did a great job, being able to get a second opportunity, but then also being able to, convert those offensive rebounds into points for us. He was the tallest one out there. So I thought he took advantage of that. I thought he did a great job both offensively and defensively. Luka was, letting him be the playmaker because they were trapping him. So I thought DP played an incredible game for us. Maxey got in foul trouble, and so I tried to keep his minutes down and gave him the rest of the game off. So, again, we're trying to get these minutes down. We ran Reggie a little bit higher, but Josh played 35, which was good to see. And we didn't have to play Luka, 38 to 40 minutes tonight.
This is kind of an off-beat question, but a lot of fans noticed that Dwight takes at least one elbow to the face after games. Yes. Do you recognize that he kind of has that magnetic flow in him, and what do you think about the way he?
Well, I think he finally got a call today because he normally doesn't get they always say just common foul, and I know he doesn't think it's common to be able to take an elbow to the jaw. So I thought today was the right call. He does tend to get hit in the face a lot of times, which I would be a little bit more upset if they were just all common fouls, because anything to the head should, looks like a flagrant foul or should be a flagrant foul. But I think he's got to be cautious because he does get hit a lot there.
What do you think was the key to being able to push the lead almost 30 points there in the third quarter?
I thought the way that we came out after halftime, the talk, understanding that this game isn't over. And I thought they were businesslike. They executed the game plan. We didn't play the score. We were trying to get better. And I thought the guys that they set the tone, that the group that started the second half set the tone for us and gave us that lead.
We got a couple on Zoom. Eddie Sefko.
Jason, nice win. If I could ask maybe to look ahead just a little bit, the run that Jason Tatum's on for Boston right now in March is very similar to what Luka was on in February. Can you kind of just talk about the challenge of going up to Boston on Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, there's a lot going on Sunday afternoon. You have the game. They're playing at a very high level. Not just Jason, but the Celtics. And then also you have Kevin Garnett's numbers being retired. So there's a lot going on. And then you got St. Patty's Day just right around the corner. So it's there's a lot of stuff happening. It should be fun. Both teams are playing well. So we know the environment will be electric. But hopefully we're up for that challenge. But Jason Tatum is playing at a very high level on both ends, offensively and defensively.
Okay, and one more, Landon Thomas.
Hey, Coach, talk about the development you have seen from Josh Green this season, from being not in the rotation to now a part-time starter for the team.
Yeah, I think he's taking full advantage of his minutes. He didn't get opportunity to play a lot last year. So this is kind of his rookie season and his development. He's worked extremely hard in training camp. He's been patient. He has a great locker room of guys around him, helping him to have success. And that just shows he's a good listener. He works hard. And again, being able to start and give us almost 36 minutes tonight was big. And so it's just a part of his growth and his journey. He's just going to get better. He's going to make some mistakes because he's young, but his intent and his spirit is right. And he's one of our energy guys, and he was good tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Dwight, next game, we'll go ahead and start with questions here in the room.
Yeah, Dwight, 20 points, 10 rebounds in the first half. Was there anything specific that you guys are trying to target or exploit, or is that just kind of what you guys are naturally taking advantage of?
Yeah, it kind of just came with the flow of the game. Focus was just to play hard and try to bounce back from our kind of last performance that wasn't great. So that was really the focus.
Do you feel like there's anything, I know nothing probably changes in your approach to the game, but it seems like this time last year was when you really came on strong as well, like in that stretch run heading into the playoffs. Is there anything you can attribute to that, or is it just kind of the timing is right, or
you say me personally?
Yeah, you personally, when you really started to come on strong last year too. Is there, I know no change.
I have no idea. Just try to play hard every night and take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves, and yeah.
Again, you got hit in the face a couple of times, and fans on social media are like really going kind of crazy with that.
These weren't bad tonight.
Yeah,
they weren't bad.
For one of them.
No, they weren't bad.
They weren't bad.
Yeah, I've had far worse than weren't called. So yeah, I survived.
Do you feel like you lead the league in like elbows to the face?
I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe not elbows, but facial contact. Yeah.
Do you remember like the worst instance that you've had? Was there like a particular bruise or?
Yeah, I mean, I've lost this tooth a couple of times. Yeah, it happens, part of the game. So I think when you got, especially my position, you play hard, and got another other side of playing hard, it happens. So I'm still here, so I'm grateful.
I will say it doesn't happen in all lines of work. Just
No,
that you
not yet.
So.
Hey Dwight, you talked about taking advantage of the matchup. What was it that you saw in the Rockets on the floor that allowed you to score 26 points on the night?
I didn't say take advantage of the matchup. I said just take advantage of the opportunities. I think Luka does a great job of reading the defenses, and obviously being such a scoring threat, he forces them into some tough decision-making situations, and he's done a great job all year in his whole career of taking advantage of those situations. And tonight, they were leaning heavily to him, and he found ways to find us and me, especially early on, and gave me some good looks to start the game. So, yeah, that's always our approach to the game, regardless.
Like 14, 15 games left in the regular season. How important it is for you guys to sustain this level of play with the playoffs coming up, especially, you don't want to fall into that play-in tournament.
I don't know if trying to sustain would be the way we would look at it. I think there's always room to improve. Growth is always the objective, and continue to develop as a team and build for striving to improve, I think is the focus. So we obviously want to maintain the things that we're doing well, but there's a lot of things we need to improve on, a lot of areas that we can build up, and that's what we're trying to do.
Right, talk a little bit about the culture that Jason has created has allowed you guys to be so successful this year.
It's a culture of accountability and chemistry as the focus, and I think that's shined through, especially on the defensive end. Having each other's back has been huge in terms of building confidence with one another, and I think that translates for us for sure on the offensive end.
Okay, we'll get one on Zoom, Landon Thomas.
Hey, Dwight, talk about the similarities and differences of playing in the pick and roll with Luka and Spencer.
It's a very broad question. Maybe want to narrow it down a little bit.
Well, just talk about, you play great with Luka in the pick and roll game. What does Luka do differently than Spencer when he's on the court with you in the pick and roll?
I would say Spencer is very good at that pocket dump. So that early pass, because he has the threat of that mid-range, just like Luka does, and Luka does the same thing as well. So I know with Spence, a lot of times when I'm getting out early, I got to focus on hands up in the pocket first before completing the full roll. So that's one difference. But I mean, they have different styles of play, and they're guarded differently, and they have different tendencies. So There's also different guys off the ball at the time that they're in the game. So lineups have an effect on the pick and roll a lot as well. So it's a pretty broad question.
We'll do one more with Becca.
Hey, Dwight. Question for you as I'm like putting together a post for you. There's a lot of like on Twitter, there's a lot of people that keep saying like, I apologize to Dwight Powell. I apologize to Dwight Powell because of how well you're playing now. How do you block out all of that, you know, like negative energy and hatred that comes through on social media? Does it like fuel your fire to play better on the court, or like how do you deal with that?
I don't have Twitter. That's how I deal with it.
Well, good man. I guess that works.
Thank you, Dwight. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Ooh,
Yeah, it's pretty new too. This is like only 4 months old. It's an infant.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
What did the coaches talk to you guys about in turning the page from Wednesday to tonight? That's a pretty big swing just in terms of results.
Yeah, short-term memory. At the same time, learning from, you know, how we played against the Knicks, knowing that it's kind of getting down to the end of the season. It's easy to kind of get tired right now, especially us being in pretty much a good place for playoffs, and just keeping our focus and, you know, keeping our foot on the gas.
For you, I look at the play like at the end of the first quarter when you just kind of took charge and you get that at the buzzer. Is that something that you guys draw ahead of time and you know it's going to be you in that situation, or is that just a natural instinct in what you're seeing in the moment?
Sometimes at that particular play, that was natural instinct. They denied Luka. Luka told me to go, you know, and that was just me playing, me being free and playing instinctually. So, you know, at times we call plays and it may look like it was drew up X's and O's on the court, but a lot of times coaches lets us be players.
This is kind of an offbeat question, but a lot of fans on social media notice that Dwight Powell takes like an elbow to the game, you know, once a game, or an elbow to the face at least once a game. Do you recognize that? And do you think there's a guy that gets hit more in the face than he does?
I see it a lot. You know, he's one of our more physical players. He's the one down there is boxing out a lot of the bruisers. You know, he's in the weight room probably more than anybody in the league, I would say. I see him spending a lot of time in there. So I'm sure he could take it, but you know, at the same time, I think the refs are starting to see it as well. And he got rewarded tonight with a flagrant. So we're going to need for him to continue to stay aggressive down there and do what he does.
Rockets haven't had that good of a season this year. How important was it just to come in here and just take care of business without taking it for granted?
Very important. We know that we couldn't really look at their record. You know, they coming off some really good wins against Memphis and last game against Lakers as well. You know, and this league is any given night. You know, you can be beaten by anybody. So we respect all of our opponents. At the same time, we're trying to work on things, and it was a good start to the road trip.
Trey, talk about the culture that Jason has created in the locker room to allow you guys to be successful this year.
Man, so, you know, from day one, he's been really, you know, open to letting us just play. He lets us play through mistakes. Today it's funny because we were up 25-27. Luka had came out and they went on like a 9-10-0 run. It might have even been more than that. And I kept looking over to see he's gonna call timeout, and he just sitting back like play. Like, and it just shows the trust that he has in each unit. You know, and he just let us play through it tonight. It got a little spooky, you know, at the end of the game. You know, they start picking up full, and I think we relaxed and stopped being as aggressive. But it goes to show the culture that he's created and how he allows us to play free as players.
Anything else for Trey? All right. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.